Alessandro Nesta, the sublimation of defensive art. In 2015, he announced his retirement, and since then, Italian football has been on the hunt for a defender who can approach his level. Chiellini, Barzagli, and Bonucci, and many other names are good defenders, but they are still quite a distance from his level. Talking about romance in his play, we may never see someone like him again. For those who love defensive football, especially followers of the Catenaccio, he deserves to stand in the ranks of the best defenders of all time. In him, the defense has become an art, but he is also very accurate and very strong. He is Alessandro Nesta. Born on February 19, 1976 in the capital of Rome, Italy, Alessandro Nesta is the youngest in his family, but no one is as good or outstanding as the youngest brother, Alessandro. Discovering the innate ability of his son when Nesta was 6 years old, his father Giuseppe took him to a boys' school for football talent in Rome. He was born and raised in Rome, but Nesta's whole family was a fan of Lazio, so they bluntly rejected an offer from AS Roma. It took quite a long time for Nesta to be admitted to Lazio's youth team in 1985, and there he played many different positions, including striker, midfielder, and then he moved on to play as a defender. It was the days of playing in many attacking positions that helped him understand the psychology and the movement of the strikers. By 1985, a major turning point in his football career had come when he was 9 years old and officially became a member of Lazio. After 9 years of training at the club, on March 13th of 1994, just 1 week before his 18th birthday, another step kicked up to Nesta when, in the 78th minute in the match between Udinese and Lazio, Coach Dino Zoff sent him into the pitch, which was Nesta's debut in Serie A, and it was the day when world football welcomed a star that would completely change the stereotypes of Italian defenders and Catenaccio. Only 3 years after Dino Zoff allowed Nesta to debut, Sven Eriksson officially handed the captain's armband to him in 1997. Then Nesta was only 21 years old, and with another young captain, Francesco Totti, on the Roma side, they have created a heroic duo in the captains of football. They are the souls of two teams filled with hatred. One side was the defender, and the other side was the striker. But both were bold, romantic flowers of an era that was a peak of Italian football. In 1998, he was awarded the Best Young Player award in Serie A. 1 year later, he was forced to be off for nearly half a season due to a huge injury during the 1998 World Cup. The young captain returned in December and helped Lazio enter the race to win the Scudetto, where they finished in second place, only 1 point behind AC Milan. He has won the first two titles at the European level and the European Super Cup. At the peak of the 1998-2000 season, Nesta represented Lazio to raise two domestic championship trophies, Scudetto and Coppa Italy. In the 2000-2001 season, under Dino Zoff, Lazio finished third in Serie A and won the Italian Super Cup. In 2002, because of financial problems, Lazio was forced to sell Nesta to AC Milan. At San Siro, Nesta, with Paolo Maldini, Cafu, Costa Cuesta, and Jaap Stam, form an impenetrable steel wall. His first two seasons with AC Milan were extremely successful. And in 2002-2003, he had his first championship career when AC Milan defeated Juventus at Old Trafford. In the first all-Italian Champions League final in history, Nesta helped Milan keep a clean sheet for 120 minutes before they won thanks to the penalty series. AC Milan won the Coppa Italy, while Nesta was once again voted the best defender of the year in Italian football. However, in the 2005 Champions League final, they lost again from the penalty spot against Liverpool. Despite only winning the runner-up in both Serie A and the Champions League, Nesta still was in the best FIFA Team of the Year in 2005. Overcoming the Calciopoli storm, Nesta continued to accompany Milan on the way to conquering new achievements. He had to rest most of the 2006-2007 season due to a shoulder injury, but Nesta promptly returned and brought Milan to the 2007 Champions League final to meet Liverpool again. This time, history has changed. and Nesta has a second chance in his life to be in the top of European football. In the 2007-2008 season, at the Club World Finals, Nesta contributed 1 goal in 4 total to Boca Juniors' net to help AC Milan win the championship. Severe back injuries forced Nesta to be off during the 2008-2009 season. Now, whether under Leonardo or Allegri, Nesta was still an extremely important piece, especially after Maldini's departure. The 2010-2011 season, they conceded only 24 goals. In the summer of 2012, he went to Canada to wear a Montreal shirt. In 2013, he helped the new club win the Canadian Championship. And in 2014, Nesta went to India to play football for a year and then announced his retirement in the summer of 2015. Alessandro Nesta helped Italy to win the European Championship in 1996 and immediately joined the national team in the Euro. He, then with other players, came to the 1998 World Cup. By Euro 2000, Nesta became one of the best defenders of Italy. He and Maldini and Cannavaro helped Italy keep a clean sheet throughout the final, and then only lost to Trezeguet's golden goal. At the 2000 World Cup, he was injured and had to be off after the group stage. Italy lost bitterly against Korea in a controversial match. He then attended Euro 2004 and the 2006 World Cup. Although he was sidelined with injuries, he also won the World Championship for the first time with his team. He continued to attend the Euro 2008 qualifier, but the constant injuries caused Nesta to retire from the blue shirt. He has played more than 400 matches in Serie A, spanning 20 years with a huge collection of titles, including 3 Scudettos, 3 Copas in Italy, 1 UEFA Cup, 2 Champions Leagues, 3 Italian Super Cups, 3 Super European Cups, 2 World Cup clubs in 2 colors, Lazio and AC Milan. When Nesta retired, everyone agreed on one thing. He was one of the greatest and best defenders in the history of world football. He is the last defender with all the standards of the country, which creates the best defensive players. In 2004, the football king Pelé included Nesta in the FIFA 100 list of the best legends of all time in history. And when it comes to defenders, we often think of the fierce, aggressive, and always chasing strikers. But Nesta and Paolo Maldini have dispelled that prejudice. They proved that a defender can still play cavalier and beautiful. Maldini once said, "I just tackle the ball after making a mistake. I don't think tackling is a measure of a good central defender. I don't remember any football school which teaches this lesson. A good defender is a defender who can take the ball from the opponent's leg without having to make it." But Nesta doesn't see tackling balls as the last resort like Maldini, but he sees it as a fun thing, which is both natural and a kind of experience accumulated over the years. Nesta's tackles always reach the peak of 2 elements, fast and standard. Nesta has faced the best strikers in the world in their time. Some were very strong physically, some ran very fast, some were very skillful, and some were stalkers. But no matter who the opponent was or what their forte, Nesta still has plenty of tricks to subdue. Perhaps Nesta's most annoying opponent is Ronaldo de Lima, the alien. Nesta did not lose any face-to-face duels, including ones with Messi. In the confrontations between AC Milan and Barcelona, Messi had to be very difficult against Nesta. All 3 of Messi's goals against AC Milan were made from the penalty spot. Usually, when a defender's tackling, he often closes his eyes. After standing up, he would often be dirty with grass all over him, and someone accidentally causes injury to the opponent. But for Nesta, when he tackles and takes the ball from an opponent, it is also as beautiful as any dribbling of any attacking star. Once he lowered the center of his body, in a split second, the ball stuck into Nesta's feet, and then he stood up, pulled his hair back, and then directed his teammates. Well, speaking of Nesta, people immediately think of a beautiful star from appearance to playing style. With his long floating hair and deep eyes, Nesta is more like a movie star and a gentleman than a football player, and his playing style is the same as his appearance. Nesta is a comprehensive and outstanding model of a defender with great influence in both club and national team. He was widely regarded by experts as one of the best defenders not only in his time, but also in all time. He possesses great physique and outstanding strength. But Nesta's gameplay is not only about strength, but also about extreme intelligence with the ability to handle the ball, insight, and excellent passing ability. The technical play and the excellent defensive ability enable Nesta to play in every position in the defense, besides the position of a center back, such as a fullback. Nesta's aerial ability is also excellent, and he possesses a rare speed for a central defender. In addition to his personal strength and technique, Nesta also possesses the ability to position and read the game very well, helping him to be excellent in stopping opponents and judging, preventing the attacks of the enemy. Nesta's precise tackling ability has become a trademark of his play. Despite his talent, numerous injuries kept him back in his career, typically in the national team shirt when he was continually injured in the knockout stage of all 3 consecutive World Cups which he attended. Outside the pitch, he is a family man. You never saw him go to the club, or smoke, or drink alcohol, or stick to long-legged girls. It is rare for Nesta to say anything to the press, even when winning the title. The incredible simplicity of a talented romantic defender who has raised the defensive level into a luxurious and high-class art. Alessandro Nesta, he is truly the history of defensive art. Thank you to the legend Alessandro Nesta.